there's a lot of videos out there, there's a lot of podcasts where you listen in and they're talking about gear. All they're talking about is gear. Well, what microphone did you use on this kick drum? And, you know, which drum machine did you use, you know, to create this beat? It's like, that gets old. There's a bunch of that out there. And I wanted to ask people questions like, oh, okay, well, you got that internship at that studio. How did you do that? Oh, well, why did you make that decision? Why did you do this? Oh, you're married? Oh, what's your work-life balance like? How much do you work and how much do you spend with your spouse? Oh, you have kids? How do you make that work? All these questions about breaking down what people say and not really talking about gear started to appeal to a large group of people. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I've had it up to here with numbers of, Neve this and AKG this. You know, I don't want to hear it anymore. They wanted something that appealed to not only the personal side of all of this, but they wanted to learn like, oh, well, how did you do that? How do you make your money work? How do you survive? You said you were here, but how are you paying your rent? Oh, like that. Okay. I know that all of you have a vision of where you want to be and what you want to do. And you're probably pretty bullheaded about it. You know, you've got the tenacity to show up here and learn from what Greg and everybody else here has to teach you. But you also have to be willing to look inside yourself, be honest with yourself, and be realistic with what the world has out there for you. In kind of self-exploration, I realized, okay, you can't just do one thing. Okay? Mm-hmm. The key term here, if you can remember anything of what I've said when you walk out of this room for your own careers, remember the word diversification. Diversification is often a term heard in financial circles with investments where people say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Put a little money here in this investment vehicle, a little money here in this financial vehicle. And that way, if this thing tanks, you still have money over here, right? It's the same with income streams. If you have, let's say that you're a live sound engineer and you work at a bar and that's your only gig. You do live sound there, that pays all your bills. Well, let's say that bar happens to accidentally serve alcohol to a minor and it gets shut down. There goes your income stream. So it's fine to work for others if you're going to work for others, but if you do, make sure that you get a little bit of money from here, a little bit of money from here, and a little bit of money from here. Imagine it like pillars holding up a building. You don't want just one pillar to hold up your building. You want multiple pillars. Start to look into passive income, or what we used to call mailbox money, right? Money that is made while you sleep, whether you're working or not. In doing this, you kind of think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to dabble in this. And people, I keep encountering the same message. It's like that, you know, if I tell you, oh, yeah, I produce or I engineer and I mix and I master, I also do this and I do this and I do this, and I make pizza too. That is a message that keeps getting driven home to me time and time again. And while I really have a fascination with a lot of different audio disciplines, I'm coming to the conclusion that it works best if I start to drill down into the thing that I really love, and I realize that's mixing.
If you're an aspiring music producer looking for that breakthrough moment to evolve your sound, check out our online mentorship network at Pyramind.com.